Alright, so today we are going to play some Skyrim. This is a heavily modded version of Skyrim. And I just noticed that this part over here kind of looks like a small dog's face. Like there's the nose and the eyes and the ears. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but yeah, I see a dog over here, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, the mod pack is called Novus 6 Awakening. This is supposed to be the latest version, 6.0.19, and it's something called Ultra version, so it's not the most over the top graphically, but it still has the same amount of content as the ultimate version, so that should be pretty on par aside from some graphical differences. This is a mod pack that includes like 3,000 mods, or more like 3,700 mods or something like that. So, and it took me a while to get this installed and get it playable, but in the end, here it is. And we're going to start a new game and see how far our journey will take us. Embark on a new journey, yes. So one thing this video is, it's going up on New Year's Eve or something like that, or close to it. So last year we played the Might and Magic, Dark Messiah, and this year we're going to play Skyrim and continue the tradition of old role-playing games. And right from the start we get our race menu, and as you can see, this mod pack is kind of it's kind of geared towards more like fantasy slash beauty kind of oriented thing, because yeah, this guy, he does not look like the guy from the vanilla game, that's for sure. And there are some presets here, of course, so we can see, and pretty much as you can tell, all these dudes look way more beautiful than they should. So in order to, because you can also do like stuff like this where you can actually, like, you know, sculpt things with pretty much stuff like we would do in ZBrush or something like that, like sculpt the 3D geometry. I'm not going to bother with that, and instead I'm just going to get one of the presets, but because this pack is so beauty oriented, I'm just going to select a female type of body, and hopefully these will be more kind of in line with the beauty themed options that we have here. So I'm not going to do other races, because of course there's all kinds of races in Skyrim. I'm just going to go with Nord because it's Skyrim after all, so it makes sense to go with Nord people. And as for the preset, I don't know, let's go with this one. So we press on, let's make sure that we, yeah, I don't think we have touched the geometry because we changed the preset. Okay, and we're going to give a name. I don't really care, so let's go with name. All right, and this mod pack is kind of, it allows you to make up your own story, because the story of Skyrim, it's been told a bunch of times. It's the story of the Dragonborn, and not a lot of nuance can be found there, I'm afraid. So I think what we are going to do is just utilize this mod that allows us to sort of choose our own destiny, choose our own starting point and story, and figure out what we want from it. Aside from that, it also allows us to sort of get a basic loadout before you even venture into the world. So as you can see, like, this chest has all sorts of weapons, and of course there's all sorts of supplies and money and stuff like that on the table right here. And in here, in the wardrobe, of course you have all sorts of outfits for different classes that you want. Yeah, and apparently this mod is called Alternative Perspectives, so there's a note on this table, so let's go ahead and read it. I have recently arrived in Helgen and decided to rent a room in the Resting Pilgrim. If I decide to extend my stay, I should talk to the innkeeper Matlara. I have a feeling something interesting might happen if I do so. Okay, so this note refers to how you can actually start the normal playthrough of Skyrim in this modded version. So you would just stop at any point in game in the inn at Helgen, the Resting Pilgrim, and upon requesting a special room for the night, you would activate the Alduin attacking Helgen. You being a witness there, and then from then on, you pretty much follow the same path you do in the normal game. But we aren't going to do that, and instead we're going to talk to the messenger, who is this dragon sitting here and observing us. Kind of reminds me of those dragons in Harry Potter, you know, the miniature ones from the 4th book, the Goblet of Fire. Except this one is a bit bigger, about the size of the dog, maybe, yeah, or a big cat. So let's talk to it.
Destiny calls you. Go to it.
Alright, and we get this menu where we can select the place that we are going to start at, and also kind of the backstory. Let's see, we have a lot of options here. We can be like of any guild, or we can just arrive at any dock on a ship. We can also be a vampire, a werewolf. Oh yeah, by the way, we can not be a Dragonborn as far as I understand in this game. So you can be a Dragonborn straight in High Hrothgar, or you can be a Dragonborn in one of the inns, and that is oh no, sorry, you're going to be a regular, but from the inn in Helgen, as we read in the note, we can also start sort of a Dragonborn path, but that's not required at all. There are other paths, like you can start at home in any of the major cities right away, or you can be like left for dead, which means that you've been attacked and barely managed to survive. Wounded and taken by disease, you try to find a way back to civilization, and that can happen at Rift, the Reach, or Winterhold, which is interesting. Again, this kind of yeah, fell in a snake pit. That's a nice one. That's very rich for those who want to actually kind of invent their own stories. Maybe we can attempt that. So we can be a beggar, jailed, mercenary, merchant, pilgrim at a shrine, Thalmor prisoner, werewolf, or warlock. What does a merchant look like? So there's an old Cyrodiil proverb: the riskier the road, the greater the profit. Civil war in Skyrim is bound to be good for business. I'd be a fool if I didn't take this opportunity. After all, I can hardly make less money than back home. Okay. Oh yeah, and apparently you can also select like where you are from. So what sort of merchant? But where is your home? Back home, Cyrodiil, Hammerfell, High Rock, Northern Morrowind, or Southern Morrowind. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if the set of goods will sort of depend on what you choose here. Out in the wilderness. I'm out in the wilderness, but I'm not sure where I am. How did I end up here? Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. One thing is, I always like to start my journey in Riverwood. So if we select that we are a regular person, and the Riverwood will have the Sleeping Giant Inn, I think. Yeah, this one. So now, if we are a regular person, let's see what sorts of things make sense for us. A dagger, that's something a regular person could be having. And rapier sword, no. Iron war axe, no. As far as food goes, that would be a piece of bread loaf, cheese. Yes, let's take some cheese, and a piece of bread, and also let's see what sort of outfit a regular person would have. I mean, our outfit right now is already kind of suitable for a regular person. So, and Riverwood is quite warm. So I don't think we need like a hood or anything like that. And in terms of money, we do have 72 septims, which I think is Should be enough. What are these notes here? One is fairy info, another is shooting stars leaflet. Okay, we'll read these when we load into the world. And what's here? Oh, spell tone. So this is for mages. Yeah, we can obtain those in game. All right, so let's venture into the world and see what kind of adventure awaits us. We should land inside Riverwood in the Sleeping Giant Inn.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Alright, perfect, and here we are. So yeah, we can roleplay a little bit and just kind of, you know, pretend that that's somehow during our travels we arrived here in this inn and stayed for the night, and this is where we take control. So let's speak to the Orgnar.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Yeah, as you can probably also notice, Orgnar looks quite a bit different than what he looked like in the original Skyrim. And I don't necessarily hate this look, but I'm not a big fan of how NPCs look either. But maybe it will grow on me later, I don't know. But from the first sight, it's different for sure. But let's see how it fits with the rest of the aesthetics here. Okay, and we can ask several things. Some of them are purely practical, like can I use an alchemy lab, and you can also trade. There are also the system of radiant quests that's still here. So if we ask him about rumors, he will tell us like about a bandit hideout or something that we need to clean. And there's another option for rumors. Okay, there's two options for rumors. Interesting. And also there's a... I think this is where we pick up quests to learn about magic, meaning we are going to go to the magic school. Not like the Harry Potter magic school, but you know which one. I'm curious about this one, so let's try this one.
Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
Okay. Oh yeah, location added on the map. So, talking about that...
Alright then.
Immediately got us a new location on the map, presumably. No. Okay, that's this is interesting. Yeah, I can't find it. Okay. What if I do this? No, nothing. Anyways, are there any other rumors?
Looking at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen.
Okay, yeah, that's another Riverwood local problem. I like that you can actually like point camera while here inside the dialogue.
We've got something of a love triangle here in Riverwood. Faendal and Sven, both vying for Camilla's affections.
Yep, that is also something that's going on in the Riverwood.
Nobody trusts those mages way up north in their college. Gods only know what they do up there.
Okay, and it seems like we have exhausted the options. But what's this? Dialogue history.
Long as you clean up, you know how to use it, right? Mix a couple of ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too.
Okay, yeah, I accidentally pressed on that. Left Control D. For some reason that doesn't activate for me, but yeah.
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Alright, so let's see what they sell. Yeah. Blisterwood and wheat. And that produces a health potion. As the guy told us. And for food... Oh, interesting. He also sells some potions. And mostly food and ale. Okay.
Here, take a look at this.
Yeah, and this is still the usual Radiant Quests system where in any town you can just ask about what's going on and they will just give you a thing to do. I'm not too much interested in that. Alright, I think I've learned everything I wanted. So if we do this, we can get back up. Oh, what an interesting guy.
Yes, Sarah?
Okay, traveling apothecary. So is this the guy that would sell us a medicine? Oh, he can cure diseases for 50 gold. That's nice. Okay, let's see what he sells.
Take a look.
Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Okay, he sells potions, food and ingredients. And his prices are a bit better than Ordgar, I would say. So he sells blisterwood for 105.
Safe travels.
You too, guy. And this gentleman
Let's sate that appetite,
sells it for 105 as well. Okay, so the prices are normalized between NPCs. Okay, that's good to know.
Until next time.
One thing that I don't like is I always running. Let's talk to Delphine.
You're that visitor been poking around.
Alright, so by talking to her you can rent a room. And of course we don't want that right now.
Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
Alright, yeah.
Until next time.
That's all we need to do right now.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Alright, I also think... Oh yeah, here's the Alchemy lab. And here are the ingredients. And there's also supposed to be a bard here, I think. Sven.
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know what that animation is about. We can make a request. Learn where he learned to play. Or ask some general questions. Let's do this.
Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith.
Okay, that's pretty useful if you don't know anything about Riverwood.
Sure. What can I do for you?
Alright, so he has two songs. One is Ragnar the Red and another one is Age of Aggression. And I think these are the same songs that are in the base game. So, just for the sake of it, let's hear one of them.
Ah, a fine but bloody tale. I can do that one.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Alright, nice one.
Can I help you?
Who is this guy, I wonder?
I'm Mandin Hlalu, representative of the great House Hlalu of Morrowind. I'm here in Skyrim on urgent business.
Okay. Good to know.
Then safe travels, my friend.
Yeah, one thing that's kind of awkward is when you stand up, you're supposed to not look at anything interactive, otherwise you're going to interact while sitting. Let's talk to this guy.
You in need of a companion, friend? Well, then you're in luck. I reckon I've killed more men than there are minutes in a day.
Okay, so he's a mercenary for hire. Okay, it's a good math joke. But for all we know, that might be true. Who knows? Okay, that's a bit cocky. Yeah, that's also not nice. None of this is nice, is it? Can I just get out of this dialogue? Oh, I can.
Alright then.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't want to insult this guy for no reason. What is this note on the table, though? Help wanted. Curator Aurien Morelos is seeking able-bodied adventurers to seek out and recover lost artifacts of historical relevance for the soon-to-be reopened museum in Solitude. Anyone interested should apply there in person. All deliveries of authentic artifacts will be well compensated. Okay. That sounds like interesting proposition when we gear up a little bit. So let's keep this note, just in case we'd want to hunt something later. And look at this. Look at this fish. Isn't this incredible fish mounted here on display? Nice. Anyways, yeah, I think we talked with pretty much everyone here, and I love these little animations. We can go outside and see what the Riverwood looks like. Oh, there's very nice loading screens. with useful tips. Alright, religion. Most denizens of Tamriel are religious. You may choose to follow a deity, receiving a minor blessing and learning about their sacred tenets. If you wish to follow a different deity later, find and activate their shrine in the world. Okay. Select a deity to view more information. Alright, so it seems like we can choose from quite a list of deities to worship, and that would presumably give us different buffs and debuffs. So I know very little about Elder Scrolls gods to choose just like that, so maybe if I select one of them, we can see what it gives us. Oh yes, perfect. So Akatosh is the dragon god of time. As father of dragons, he represents beginning and end. Follower. Improved attacks and spells against dragons. Tenets. Fulfill your destiny by saving Tamriel. Raise your character level. Absorb dragon souls. Never openly break the laws of Skyrim. Okay, so this is basically the Dragonborn deity. Okay, what else do we have? Arclay. Once a mortal shopkeeper, the Lord of Life and God of Funerals, was granted divinity by Mara. Follower, regenerate health when weakened, can perform Arclay's rites on the dead. Tenets, slay the undead and their summoners, perform Arclay's rites. Never openly break the laws of Skyrim, never summon the undead, or become one of them. Okay. Yeah, I like the regenerate health part. Let's keep looking. Dibella, goddess of beauty and love, she inspires mortals to create art and engage in passionate love. Follower improved skills while affected by lover's comfort. Persuade others, receive the blessing of lover's comfort. Find a new Sibyl for my temple. Pray only in the nude. Okay, that's interesting. As far as I know, this particular mod list that I have installed does not include nude models, so it should be safe for YouTube, but I guess we'll see. Never openly break the laws of Skyrim. Kinnereth, goddess of the winds and sky, patron of travelers, and the first spirit of creation. We can move faster in combat, okay? Explore new locations, strive to raise your stamina, receive the voice of the sky, pray only outdoors, never openly break the laws of Skyrim, okay? Mara, divine mother of agriculture, fertility and compassion, and mother cat to the Khajiit. Pray to remove diseases and poisons. This seems to be very useful. Be married. Own one or more houses. Be generous to beggars and children. Receive the blessing of lover's comfort. Never openly break the laws of Skyrim. Yeah, these guys really don't like when we break the laws, do they? Sure. Nordic aspect of Lokar. The traitor deity who created the world. Shor is patron of mankind. Follower reduces damage and stagger from elves. Interesting, okay. Fulfill your destiny by saving Tamriel. Master the skills of the warriors, slay elves, defeat epic foes. So this is for someone who really doesn't like elves, it seems. Standar, god of mercy and justice, and patron of holy knights and the Imperial Legion. Reduces damage from Daedra and undead. Clean dungeons of evil, slay Daedra and the undead. Complete side quests, never openly break the laws of Skyrim, never practice the foul summoning arts. Alright, and Talos. God hero of mankind. Tiber Septim founded the empire and ascended to godhood after his death. Oh yeah, I've heard that story before. Improved attacks and shouts against elves. Again, elves. Everybody hates elves. What's wrong? What's going on here? Tenets. Bring the civil war to a conclusion. Learn the dragon tongue. Absorb dragon souls. Slay elves and the Talmor. Never openly break the laws of Skyrim. Okay, so this is again close to a path of Dragonborn. Zenithar. The god of work and commerce, worshipped by traders, nobility and craftsmen. Improved crafting skills and learn them faster. Invest in stores and merchants, seek out skill training, make weapons and armor, never openly break the rules of Skyrim. Okay, this one seems like the most reasonable so far. So let's go with this guy, Zenithar. And we need to pray once a day. And I also think we leveled up. No? Yes, let me see. So if I click here. Oh, this might be just a progress towards level up, because I think you can only level up here when you sleep. Otherwise, yeah, you need to be in bed in order to level up. You can't do it like mid-fight or midday, which I like. It immerses you a bit more into the world. And what a world it is. Even from this angle, it's the Riverwood looks very nice. Although all the NPCs are familiar, the game looks very pretty from here. But there's also something else in our inventory and in our quest journal that we need to take care of. And this is this note. Novus Awakening. This is the mod pack that we are playing. Welcome to Novus Awakening, the Skyrim proper power fantasy overhaul. Novus features a death and respawn system. To keep the integrity of your saves, don't reload the save when you die. Novus does that for you. You can customize settings in the menu. Never save while in combat or when doing scripted actions. Don't overwrite your current save but create a new one each time. Okay. Novus also features a stances combat system to unlock new attack movesets. Alright, that's interesting. Go to the custom skills menu and select the stances perks tree to unlock stances for your weapons. To start the main quest, talk to Maltare at Helgen. Oh, I see. So it gives us the same instructions that we read in the note. In order to start the normal Dragonborn playthrough. Okay, so yeah, we did that. We read the note. SunHelm. A sudden urge to sleep has come upon me. I need to find a place to rest soon. Finding a bed to sleep will allow you to start SunHelm. SunHelm can also be started in the MCM menu. Okay. I think this is part of an expansion or something. An interesting prospect. I found an advertisement for the museum in Solitude which is seeking relic hunters to find rare and unique artifacts to place on display. I might have to check it out sometime. Yeah, this is the node that we have found. And if we show it on the map, yes, it will place us in Solitude, which is way over there, and we are way over here on the south. So we'll get to that sometime, and it's going to be active. So if we unactivate it, yeah, I think that's better. So let's see. Beautiful Riverwood. Oh, there's a cat. Look. That's nice. I don't remember cats in Skyrim. I can talk to it. Wait, I want to talk to a cat. I can persuade the cat. Okay, petting stray cats. Petting stray cat is a risky business as you don't know what these cats have been through. Be ready to receive a vicious warning from certain cats and be aware that they may carry all sorts of nasty diseases. Petting strays does have the advantage of increasing relations with strays more open to such attention. Alright. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When you're modding Skyrim, you never know what to expect. Because, yeah, there's all sorts of systems added on top of the game. And that's interesting. So let's risk it. Maybe we're going to catch some disease, but there's a guy sitting in the sleeping giant right now that can cure our diseases for 50 septims. So all right. Okay, I think yeah, I think it went better than expected. So that's good. Anyways, there's a chicken. I'm not going to pet the chicken or talk to it, and it seems like it's not even an option. What's wrong with this game? Why can you pet a cat but you can't talk to a chicken? There's so much patchwork that still needs to happen in order to make this a proper game. So anyways, activate drinking fountain. Okay, yeah, I don't remember drinking fountains in Skyrim, so that's a nice addition. What happens if I activate it? Oh, it says no containers available to fill water. Let me see in our inventory. Interesting. So first of all, let's equip our dagger just in case. Vampire's blood gem. I don't even know what that is. Beware of neuromancers. Fairy info, seeking treasure hunters, shooting stars leaflet. Okay, let's open these and see what's inside of them. Beware of neuromancers. I don't like this one. I think this is going to start some sort of hunting quest. Or being hunted. Let's see. Attention adventurers. It has come to the attention of the Jarl that many travelers are using Brittleshin Pass to move from Falkreath to Whiterun. The area is a notorious haven for neuromancers and it is advisable that you stick to the main road when traveling. Okay, that's good advice. From Falkreath to Whiterun. So if we look at the map, okay, this is the place apparently, somewhere in the mountains. But I mean, in order to travel from Falkreath to Whiterun, you would either have to pass through Riverwood or go all the way over here. Anyway, you are going around the lake of, was it Hunalta? I don't know. I can't read this properly. But anyways, you are South British Path. Oh, I see. So you would enter over here, go through the mountain, come out this side, and then head to Whiterun. Okay. Yeah, still, I wouldn't say you're necessarily saving that much time by going through the mountain. You can always go around it, but what do I know? Alright, let's see what other notes we have. Fairy info. Many tales have been told where captains of old captured a fairy to keep on the ship. If the weather was bad, the crew would be sad and not return to their sleep. For the ship she would fail, as the winds that they will gale, and the sea will take them all down. But the fairy kept calm, the waves and winds balm, so none on board would then drown. Some fishermen would benefit if they could, by keeping a fare on their boat. For sitting all day alone with a fae can benefit by a purse of gold bloat. A crabby person holds the key to finding the fairies and setting them free. Your friend, Bad Gremlin. Okay, that's a nice poem. I have no idea what this is about. And the last note that we haven't read yet is this one, called Shooting Stars Leaflet. Okay, watch the Skies Traveler. I didn't quite read the note. During clear weather, from 8:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. on average, every 30 seconds a star will fall. Okay, let's go with this one. Notifications. Receive a notification when a meteor, shower, or storm occurs. Okay. Apparently there are shooting stars. And I can't seem to read the leaflet before it drops me into the menu. Yep. Okay. So let's try it again. Yep, no. Yeah, unfortunately we are going to have to read that somewhere else. Or maybe we need to do that at night, I'm not sure. And it didn't quite work. That's alright though. Alright, I like that the Riverwood is decorated with these flags now. And it's also... yeah, like I said, as you can probably tell, this modpack is geared towards sort of fantasy eye candy. Let me turn off this quest for now. And the models would sort of reflect that. It's not quite sort of Final Fantasy level.
Sure you have the right raw materials.
Make some armor. Got it. Just need to, yeah. What do you mean by raw materials?
Start by tanning some leather on the rack. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing.
Oh, right. I knew that.
So this is like another adventure. I wonder who this guy is. Horamir.
Greetings, stranger. The name's Horamir, and I'm at your service. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Perhaps you need your boots shined, or your tunic washed, or need a letter delivered?
Okay, that's interesting. I haven't seen this guy before. Well, right now I don't need anything.
Well, maybe you need someone to chop you some firewood, or brew you an alchemy potion. I think I have a recipe lying around somewhere.
Okay, he's really persistent. I give them that.
That's right. And I assure you, every service I offer will earn your complete satisfaction. In fact, I could be your personal assistant. I could wash your clothes and carry your equipment. Consider me your personal pack mule.
Nice.
Really? I'll do everything you ask. Just say the word.
Okay, that's kind of an interesting guy. Haven't seen him in Riverwood. Do you have a job in town? Fairly young for someone living on his own. You may need help. Something on your mind?
If you're asking if I specialize in something, I'd say I do just about everything. For instance, I used to help Sven chop lumber. That is, until the day he almost lost his hand at the sawmill. Wasn't my fault, he ran into me. But he hasn't asked for my help since. Same with Delphine. She says I broke too many dishes. I broke maybe 3, at the most.
Okay, so he's not particularly great at anything, but he's trying, which is very commendable. So I take it she treats you harshly. So maybe you've been too hard on her. Yeah, 3 dishes is, I would say, normal or average, or even below average for like a bar or cafe to be broken. So it's not that bad.
Yeah, that woman seems sweet on the outside, but beware. She's a real mean streak, too. Girder, though she'll vouch for me. And the blacksmith fellow. I forget his name. He taught me how to strip leather down. I'm guessing he would have hired me as his apprentice, but I think he knew I was destined for more.
Yeah, this guy also kind of reminds of a player that just comes to Riverwood and starts to learn about tanning and leather stripping and all that. Because I think, yeah, this is pretty much the first workshop that the player will see in a normal Skyrim, so Usually that's the place to learn all these skills. Pattern. Yeah, let's not be mean. Even though there seems to be a pattern, let's not tell him that.
I'm of age, and a man grown. I can grow whiskers on my cheeks just like any old Nord. People treat me differently because of my station, but they still respect me as a man, which is more than I could say for my father. The last time I saw the old toad, all he did was bark orders and gripe. He complained my pheasant roast was overcooked. He nearly slapped me when I poured his beer and left a less than frothy head. And then he berated me the entire time I cleared his table.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably try to be more, you know, to do better next time, but yeah. Smells like a volatile household. It kind of does.
Yeah, but at least when he's eating he keeps his mouth shut. The worst part is afterward, when he starts spouting racist nonsense.
Oh wow.
Elves poisoning our food, elves stealing our children. And don't tell him there's a difference between the elven races, let alone Altmer and Thalmor. They're all Thalmor maggots to him. Listening to the old man makes me ashamed to call myself a Nord.
Yeah, some people are like that. I bet your old man is equally ashamed of you. Maybe. We don't know that. About your mother. Don't dissolve maggots, compare them to Thalmor. Okay. What about the mother?
My mother is a kind woman. She always compliments me on my meals and tells me how proud she is to have me for her son. That's its own dilemma. When even I can tell my potage has no flavor, it's tough to appreciate the kindness of her words. While lies of deceit are born as spiders and die as flies, white lies can wilt like a rose and leave nothing but thorns.
Well, this guy is very poetic about his family.
Just one, a sister. A real snobby bitch and obsessed with gold. Saving it, to be precise, which would be fine if she had a sense of humor about it. Whenever we went to the market in Whiterun, she'd always harass the vendors until they gave her a discount, just to make her leave. Poor Carlotta. Here she was, trying everything in her power to feed her children, and my sister shakes her down for every last septum. When we left, I told my sister, if there was one thing she didn't need any amulet or potion for, it was to become a master of cheap craft. That pretty much severed whatever relationship we had. My sister holds a grudge as tight as she holds her coin purse.
Alright, an interesting family. Wait, we can ask more about the mother?
My mother is a kind woman. She always compliments me on my meals and tells me how proud she is to have me for her son. That's its own dilemma. While lies of deceit are born as spiders and die as flies, white lies can wilt like a rose and leave nothing but thorns. And I've had enough of talking about them, as it were. At least to anyone who isn't a patron.
Alright, so let's see what this option gives us.
Just contemplating my next opponent. Or opponents, I should say. 3 snow elves, with snouts that hiss foul vapors. 2 of them try to flank me, while the mage attempts to slow me with a spray of frozen dust. His hope is that while I concentrate on evading him, his friends will offer me a blow. But he fails to see that the twirl of my feet not only allows me to evade, but provides me the torque for my blow. 3 Falmer become 2, and 2 become 1. The last is afforded only a second to make peace with the divines, before all are gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just attacked the blacksmith there, but it's alright. An interesting guy anyways. Traveling alchemist, so there's so many traveling merchants.
Sarang, take a look.
Yeah, sometimes hair in this mod kind of does what it wants. I think what's happening is basically it tries to turn your model of the player towards the camera, but the hair still stays in that same spot, and that means that because the physics engine is stopped, the hair is just going to sort of do this funky business here, which yeah, doesn't look great, but maybe I'll be able to patch it around next time. Okay, these ingredients are kind of pricey. 252 for dwarven oil. And potions, potion of minor healing for 62. Okay, so it seems like making potions might not be the worst idea. As far as ingredients go, yeah, they are kind of hard to come by at a reasonable price. Yeah, so maybe I'm just thinking about what sort of profession we might have. Maybe an alchemist.
Until next time.
Or maybe a trader. Let's see what sort of prices the Riverwood Trader offers. Yeah, as you can see, we get a little bit of points for discovering things.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then,
What are you doing that
Let's hear
for?
it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Alright, so it seems like just as people in the inn told us, the Riverwood Trader was robbed, and everything is kind of upside down here, which is way more in sort of.
Watch what you're doing.
I'm sorry, man. Your stuff is all over the floor. So let's talk to the guy.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
Yeah, and this question of like what happened here makes way more sense when the whole place is littered with items, and like the table is overturned and stuff like that. Versus in normal game, it's like it's almost normal, and you don't see all this destruction on display as you do here. So asking this question here now makes more sense.
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not prepared to go to find that claw now, so I'm just going to wish him good luck.
How can I argue with that?
Can I exchange coins for septims? Okay, this is interesting because I think in this game there are two different currencies. One is gold coins, another is septims. So therefore there's this option.
Of course.
And if we had gold coins, we'll be able to do that here. Help you clean up your shop if you want. Okay, that's also an interesting option.
We could always use help.
Alright, we can spend 6 hours here. Interesting. Let's try that.
Of course.
After 6 hours of helping Lucan, you managed to clean up the store with him. Oh, nice. Yeah, now it looks like way better. Yeah, this is now looking like the way it did in the game, in the Skyrim. So that's interesting.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Okay, and we just received 99 septims. Nice. Let's see what he got for sale. Alright, again, never mind the hair thing. We can do this. Okay, yeah, indeed, there's a bit of this and a bit of that. Expensive battle axes. Fishing rod. Okay, this is interesting. This will allow you to fish. So this might be useful. And it costs 31. And we have 171 septims. So it might be useful investing in that. Whoa, look at that valuation. This sword is valued at 24,000. That's way out of our reach. That's 49 damage though. Yeah, the rest of the stuff I think is something we can make ourselves. Yeah, there's all sorts of backpacks and bags and satchels to increase your carry weight. But I also think that we can make those at the leather station across the street also. A lot of clothes. Fishing boots. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure if I need those. Maybe they will allow me not to get wet when I'm fishing. That's maybe something to invest in as well if you want to go fishing later. And a fishing hat. Nice. Okay, potions. Yeah, these prices are insane. Potion of healing for 154. And it's not that strong. It's like 10 points of health per 10 seconds. Yeah, we really need to get into potions. Or cooking. Yeah, some of these are also pretty expensive. Books, okay. This is interesting. Fishing map of Whiterun. So this guy sells all that's needed for fishing. That's nice. Baking recipes. And spell tomes. Okay. Glass. Straw. Yeah, his prices are not great. Okay. So aside from fishing rod, I didn't really find anything enticing yet.
I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Oh, okay, it's the same menu, but yeah. We can pretty much do that. Right.
Damn thieves. As if things weren't bad enough.
Let's talk to Camilla.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother. Hello, friend.
Whoa. Okay, she said hello and immediately teleported. Interesting that I can use their cooking pot. And it seems like also take their wine. Okay, that's weird. Wait, can I take everything here? Not sure. Because normally that would be... Yeah, that would be stealing, like here. Yeah. But some things you can just take. That's weird. Okay. Apparently, Lucan was so pleased with us helping him that he decided that, you know, we can just take some of his stuff. Interesting. Can I go upstairs too? See what they live like? Ah, Camilla went to sleep. Okay. Interesting. Songs of Return. Okay. Sorry. Can I pass through? Okay. And we can go here to the balcony. Nice. Oh, it's moon now. Okay, so maybe now the note about shooting stars would work. I don't know. Let me see. Nope. Still doesn't allow us to read it properly. That's fine. But it is night, and it's partially because we have spent 6 hours helping Lucan. Interestingly enough, we did not get hungry or thirsty for all this time we spent with him. And that's curious because this modpack does have hunger and thirst systems, but for some reason they didn't count that time I spent with him towards that. Okay, I like this extended area in Riverwood with these fishing stations. Can I use some of these? Well, I can sit in this chair, but yeah, I don't think I can. Nope, I don't think I can use any of these. The sky is beautiful though. Yeah, I don't think I can use this to fish myself. And here we have another enchantment table. Okay, weird, but fine. And we also have a convenient way to the other shore. And another smaller bridge over here. Now this is really nice. I like this a lot. So it seems like I can harvest with these mushrooms, but still I don't have the... Oh, there's a mud crop. Does he sell anything? I don't know, not sure. Yeah, we still don't know what any of the ingredients do. And we can of course harvest them and sell them for money. But if we were to become a alchemist, we'd of course need to understand what we're doing. It's an interesting stone. It does seem like it's important enough to be installed here, but I don't know what is depicted here. Not sure. Again, like I said, this mod pack is focused on things looking pretty. And as you can see, even at night, the game does look very, very nice, very pretty. There's fish floating right there, swimming. Oh, I wonder what that is. There seems to be another building over there, which I don't remember in the main game being there, in the base game. There's a wolf in the upper left corner as well. Not sure if you can see it. But anyways, venturing outside at night could be dangerous. So I'm not going to leave Riverwood just yet. And as far as I remember, normally this is where you would get your fishing in Anniversary Edition. Like this would be the spot to fish. But of course here they have extended it way beyond. So there's a lot going on. Oh, there's even a toilet. Nice. So this would be stables for your horse. And this, of course. Yeah. Quite an attention to detail. I like that. Oh, and the wall continues all the way through. Although I think, yep, we can scale it quite easily and get on top here, which I think normally there's like a Imperial Guard walking around back and forth, but I'm not sure. Maybe that happens only after Jarl of Windhelm sends more guards here, and that hasn't happened yet, hence no guards. So let's see. If we get down here, oh, there's that cat. Seems to be stuck in geometry. Happens to the best of us. And this is also something I noticed, is that because there's so much clutter around, sometimes people and enemies would get stuck here and there. So this is just something to expect, some jankiness. But overall, I think it's pretty impressive what they have done with this. What the modders have done with the game. I wonder how much time it is now. So if I press on this, okay, it's 4 in the morning. So if we wait till sunrise, okay. Yep, now there's kids running around. And stuff like that. I wonder if Alvor is already working in his forge. No, doesn't look like it. But I think I can still use it. Yeah. Okay, so here's the plan. I think we're going to ask Alvor help us out with some basic smithing, and then we can also hunt a little bit, gear up, and get out of Riverwood and see what's beyond this this little village in this world. But we'll do that in the next video.